No tuition fees, free accommodation, a monthly allowance, even your flight tickets, all covered by the Japanese government. This is not a story time, it's the MEXT scholarship. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how you can get it, step-by-step guide on how to apply, and also the deadlines and when application begins. Stay with me till the end because missing even one detail could cost you this golden opportunity. Remember, this is a life opportunity that could help you study in Japan for years without paying a single cent. Hey guys, welcome again to the channel. Now here on my screen, this is the Japanese government MEXT scholarship, and they have several types of scholarship here. And this scholarship is open for undergraduate, degree, master's degree, PhD, or even a training program. It's a fully funded opportunity for international students to study in Japan. So this application is against the academic year 2026. Now, this scholarship covers everything, like I mentioned at the initial stage of the video, from tuition fees to travel expenses and even a monthly stipend. You want to know what's the best part? This is an embassy recommended scholarship, meaning you will apply directly through the Japanese embassy in your country. And you know what the second best part is? You don't even need an IELTS or a Japanese language proficiency. Now, let's break down the full application process, the eligibility requirements, the courses, the deadlines, and everything else you need to know. Okay, I already mentioned that the level of study for this scholarship is for undergraduate, for masters, for PhD. Now, it's so all institutions are covered, so it happens to be all of the Japanese universities. Okay, now here on my screen, as you can see, this is everything that has to do with the scholarship information, right from the duration of the programs, the tuition fees, or the scholarship rather amount that you should have per month, which is the stipend amount, 143,000 yuan. What's the currency in Japanese? Forgive me if I'm not calling that correctly. And then several, so the differences are with different level of studies. Okay, the scholarship are for different level of studies, like you see here on the website. Now you see that the round trip is covered, round trip travel expenses is covered. Okay, this scholarship is for research students. You must be under 35 years of age and a college graduate, or you must have completed 16 years of schooling. This is for research students. Now for teacher training students, you must be under 35 years of age and a graduate of a college or teacher training college. You must have at least 5 years of active experience. Now for undergraduate studies, you must be at least 17 and under 25 years of age and have completed 12 years of school education or have completed courses or any course in a school comparable to a high school. So that's for undergraduates, this is for bachelor's. Your O-level or your high school is okay for this. Now for Japanese studies students, you must be from 18 to 30 years old. You must be enrolled as undergraduate students in faculties or schools which major in Japanese language or Japanese culture in a university outside Japan. College of Technology students, you must be at least 17 under 25 and other programs available. Now, these here are the examinations required for the embassy recommendation. For research students, Japanese and English. Teacher training students, Japanese and English. Undergraduate students, Japanese, English. You don't need Japanese because if you're going for Japanese studies, that's why you need Japanese. But for those going for English programs, you definitely need English. You'll be tested in an English, mathematics, science. And the good part is that this website has past questions you can review just in case you're invited to sit for the exams. You can practice the past questions and write them. Now, there are two ways to apply for the Japanese government scholarship. And this is by applying to the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Sciences and Technology, which is the MEXT, with a recommendation from your country, okay, or the embassy. Now, this is the embassy recommendation. In this type of scholarship, you have to apply through your home country. Okay, apply from your home country, and then there is also the university recommendation. But for the purpose of this video, you have to get the application done from the embassy in your home country, and I mean the Japanese embassy in your home country. Like I said here, you can get the Japanese government scholarship past questions, so you can read through and practice ahead before the questions, before the exam time comes up. Okay, now I already told you this. Now, what are the eligibility criteria? You must be from a country that has diplomatic relations with Japan, and then the language requirement: English is required, Japanese is optional. But if you want to learn Japanese, all good. Now, for undergraduate applicants, I mentioned already, like we saw there, this is just to summarize it, okay, for those that didn't get that. For undergraduate, you must be within or between 17 and 25 years old. You must have completed 12 years of education. This is now for masters, okay? You must have completed 12 years of education, high school or equivalent, okay? Now for masters, you must be under 35 years old. Under 35 years old, and you must have completed 16 years or 18 years of education, okay? Now for teacher training and Japanese applicants, you must be under 35 years old and meet specific teaching or language study requirements. All right, how to apply the requirements and everything you can see on my screen. You need these documents to apply. You don't need too much of documents here. You can just come here to search according to your country. Now, when you go onto the website for this, it directs you to the embassies at several continents of the world, in fact all continents of the world, and you just have to apply through these embassies. When you click on the embassy relating to your country, it takes you to, so you go under scholarships, okay? For example, I'm trying to scroll down to search for the continent of my own country, which is Nigeria, because I'm from Nigeria, so I'm going to be using that as an example. So when you hit on the Embassy of Japan in Nigeria, it brings you to this page. Now you want to go to the tab where it says scholarship and culture. You can check for it on the left hand side, that's the tab there, or you can check for it at the top tab at the top right after Japan info. And once you hit on the scholarship and culture, it brings up every information you need to know about the application of this scholarship, okay? It takes you to even the form page where you have to fill the forms on how to apply. Now here we are, it brings you to this page. It tells you when it is open. It tells you the deadline on how to, when to stop the application and when to begin the application. So you just have to come down here on your own country's embassy site and check for every information relating to this scholarship, okay? Now here you can see these are the forms for each of the programs you are going for each levels of the programs. It tells you how to go about the process. Now it says that the admission or applications are open, okay, and you have to apply on or before the 15th of May, okay, Wednesday 15th of May. So please make sure you do that application. Now this is the documents that you need for application. This is an example. For example, all these documents are needed. So when you hit here, it tells you the requirements and the documents, and then it takes you to the scholarship form. So for undergraduate here, you can read through all the documents that you need, and these documents has to be in hard copies, okay? Because even though you have to fill the scholarship form, you have to fill that form and print it out, okay? The application is not done online, so you have to print out that form here. Look at the application form. Now when you fill in that form, you have to print it out, fill it out, okay? After filling it out, you have to take, this is for research students, so they have the one for undergraduate and for postgraduate as well. So when you print out the one relating to whatever you want to go study, print them out, take all the hard copies, okay? So you fill so got your documents are, of course, you need your certificate, which is your notarized copy of your whole level certificate, which is your high school certificate for undergraduate students. For master students or research students, you need your bachelor's degree, of course, with a transcript, official transcript. Then you need 2 recommendation letters from either a professor or an employer. You need your valid passports, okay? Your valid passport should be at least 6 months valid to 1 year valid, okay? You need a CV. This is also recommended for you to get them. So this is for research applicants, not for undergraduates. Now you need a statement of purpose. This is just to enhance your application. It is not like recommended. Now proof of English proficiency is not required, but if your previous school was in English and you have a certificate testifying to this, or if you have an IELTS you have written, you can attach this, but it is not required. Okay, now these are all the documents you need. You don't need too much. Your degree certificates, your O-level results for undergraduate students, your official transcripts with the grading system, 2 recommendation letters, your valid passport, your CV. Everything has to be in hard copies. You take this to the embassy at your country, Embassy of Japan in your country, to apply. Deadline is until the 15th of May 2025, and that's everything you need to know about the MEXT Scholarship 2026. So if studying in Japan for free is your dream, now is the time to apply. Don't miss this one. Check your country's Japanese embassy website for the deadlines. Every website might be different, but for Nigeria it is the 15th of May. Okay, drop your questions in the comments and I'll be happy to help. That's all I'll be mentioning today, and thank you very much for watching, and share this video, of course, to create awareness, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.